Hello, I'm Jenny Day. Thank you for clicking on my video. I have been asked many times to talk about the history of Daydreams and what led me to set up a travel company. In 1988, I found myself in Istanbul with 100 people on a 5-day corporate weekend, organised by me for a client from my London PR consultancy. Do apologise for the ducks, but we are in Devon. I had travelled to Turkey the previous year and spent a week on a small Gulet on the southwest coast. Returning to the UK wearing my PR hat, I was hired by Small World, a specialist travel company, to launch Turkey as a destination for them. Turkey was not a destination high on anyone's list in those days. But in 1987, I set up Daydreams in response to my PR client and his request for a big weekend party to Istanbul. I went on to lead many journalists to Turkey in the late 80s on Gulet holidays, taking many friends who had heard about my travels. I'm carrying on, you can edit that. Increasing requests for me to organise Gulet holidays coincided with the owner of the Chevri Hassan 1 and 2 asking me to act as agent for him. I fell in love with the country on my first holiday. Its diverse and fantastic scenery and friendly people, not to mention the food, made a big impact on me. Having been brought up in Devon, I was already mad about boats and the sea, so it was all a bit of a dream to think I could spend a few weeks of the summer on boats in hot, reliable weather. Why the name Daydreams? Well, my name is Day. I had always been told I daydreamed a lot, so the name was automatic. I returned several times over the next couple of years, organising my own private charters on the Chevri Hassan 1 and 2. I was ably assisted by a brilliant team, 2 captains, Osman and Mustafa, specific crew members, Erdogan and Yusuf, plus other crew who came and went over the years. Friends told their friends and the word spread. Suddenly I found myself running a small specialist travel company alongside my PR consultancy. My dream of offering a style of holiday once the preserve of the rich and famous to a much wider audience had become a reality. A programme of schooner parties on the Chevri Hassan 3 was launched in April 1992, aimed at single travellers looking for something special. The idea of bringing together small groups of individuals and couples into Gulet parties proved popular and continues to be a feature of the business today. Cabins can be booked on a few dates during the summer on board the Chevri Hassan 5. Our in-depth knowledge of the coastline does mean we can still find places off the beaten track to explore, from wild remote anchorages to interesting small villages and archaeological sites. 20 years ago, Claire McNamara spent a week on her first Gulet holiday on the Chevri Hassan 3. She recently returned with me to the Chevri Hassan 5, which was her 3rd visit.
20 years, unbelievable, isn't it? Absolutely extraordinary. It's just exactly how it was, but entirely different. It's different when we've got this fabulous boat. This is amazing. Huge amounts of space. It's green. It's blue. The sea is glorious, people are delightful, the food is absolutely stunning. I'm getting far too fat. That certainly was exactly the same as last time.
The Mediterranean and Aegean coastlines are ideal for Gulet cruising and sailing. There is no better way to escape the hectic, stressful world we live in than a week or 2 on board one of these beautiful wood boats, weighted on hand and foot by your professional crew with some wonderful Turkish food. The coastline is full of idyllic anchorages, out-of-the-way villages, ancient history, archaeological sites accessible from the sea, and just a few large towns and ports in between. If the idea of travelling in the footsteps of ancient Greeks and Romans appeals to you, this is definitely a relaxing way to do it. The largely unspoilt coast still provides many magical moments for a chance encounter with dolphins or a loggerhead turtle. Latterly, we have added itineraries exploring the Greek islands of the Dodecanese. Our 25th anniversary was spent celebrating over a weekend here in Devon with a party on board the famous horse-drawn barge at Tiverton on the Grand Western Canal. Not quite a Gulet, but we were in an idyllic setting on water, as many will remember. 32 years is a long time. Now in 2019 we are a long way from the first 2 Gulets we chartered. But we still have the same philosophy of providing our clients with a high degree of personal service to achieve the best outcome to suit individual demands. With tailored menus and flexible itineraries, we like people to chat with their captains about what they do each day once on board. We now have a list of over 35 boats to choose from, across 3 categories: standard, luxury, deluxe and super deluxe. We still work closely with the same Özdoğan family from 1987, but now the children and grandchildren of our first boat owner are captains and crew of Chevri Hasan 4 and 5. We have also worked with the same local agency in Bodrum, Flamatours, since we started the business. They continue to provide us with the same exceptional support services. And of course many of the boats and crew have been on our list for a long time, so we know them all very well. Many of our clients have returned on a regular basis to their favourite Gulet. If you would like to float into another world and escape from reality for a week or 2, please contact me for information on the best routes and a Gulet to suit you. Our team really are experts in chartering Turkish Gulets and schooners. We are a safe pair of hands to make your holiday a memorable experience.